internet tonight.
Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting presents Nokomis Warrior Basketball. Tonight, the Skowhegan Riverhawks take on our own Nokomis Warriors for senior night. Tape live February 7th, 2025 from Nokomis Regional High. And bringing today's game, Josh Hunt and Matt Brown. And we will start here very shortly as we are going to be honoring the seniors here for the Nokomis girls. And we have we have 5 seniors this evening that we're going to be honoring. And starting with Kirsten Condon, Danica Migliori, Elia Drummond, Ariana Turner, and Addison Hawthorne. And we will be going down to the public address announcer here shortly. And I do believe we're going to be honoring track athletes tonight as well, and the cheerleaders, and so on and so forth. So it's going to be a fun night here. We're going to have the girls' game at 5, and then we will be switching to the boys' game at 6:30. And again, honoring our seniors. And there's the shot of the basketball players getting ready to enter the court. I believe they're going to plan is for them to warm up a little bit, and then they're going to stop the clock, honor the seniors, and then resume the warm-ups. I believe that is. Oh, here we go. That's quite an entrance there by our Nokomis Warriors. Again, senior night here at Nokomis. Always a fun night as we get a chance to honor our seniors who put in so much time. Over the years, most of these kids have been playing basketball since they've been really little. All the practices, all the games, all the times that the parents have had to take these kids wherever they need to go to play basketball. And this nowadays, basketball is really year-round. So these kids have put in a lot of time, a lot of hours, and a lot of dedication. And tonight's the night we get to thank all of our seniors here at Nokomis Regional High. Right now, currently, I was looking at the standings here this morning. Our Nokomis girls are in 8th place, as well as our boys are in 8th place. And I don't believe that the result of any of these games or remaining games in the Class A North is going to affect us getting out of that 8th spot. So I believe the Nokomis boys and girls will both be in 8th, which means next Friday night the girls will be playing Lawrence at 8:30 at the Augusta Civic Center. And then on Saturday night, the boys will be playing number 1 Messalonsky at 8:30 at night. So next Friday and Saturday nights at Augusta Civic Center at 8:30. Looks like that's going to be the games that we are going to be slotted in. I don't think there's any way that doesn't happen. So we will keep you updated if for some reason some crazy upset happens and things get moved around. But I believe that's going to be what it's going to be next week. The girls are scheduled to play a scrimmage against Old Town, but I believe that that's going to be close to the public. And the boys are going to be scheduled to play MDI next week. So they'll both get a scrimmage in next week and kind of help prepare them for their tournament game on Friday and Saturday of next week. It'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to. It's always fun tourney time here in northern Maine, and we do see upsets every once in a while, and I do believe that our boys and girls teams are capable of some good basketball. So the plan will be upset city next week at the Augusta Civic Center, and if you get a chance to come and support them, I know that means a lot to not only the kids but to the school. They've worked hard and they've made the tournament, and the more support you can get coming out to to the Civic Center, I know it will be greatly appreciated. It helps the kids, and it's just part of the experience for them. And making the tournament's a big deal. And so if you can come and support us next week, that would be greatly appreciated. Again, Augusta Civic Center Friday night at 8:30. Girls will be playing Lawrence. And then on Saturday night, the boys will be playing Messalonsky at 8:30. So 2 late games, but be fun. If you get a chance to come maybe see the game before, kind of get your seat, get ready to go, and then support your Nokomis Warriors. It'll be greatly appreciated. Now with that, I believe I am going to go off until we'll stay live here. Maybe at 10, I believe they're going to be honoring the seniors. They'll shut the clock off, and then we will get you the action to that. For right now, we'll go off for a little bit, and we'll be back very shortly. All right, we're back. I believe we're getting ready to honor our seniors. Special night here at Nokomis on their 18th game of the season. A lot of games. Basketball season, long season. Starting right after Thanksgiving. It might even start before Thanksgiving and then ending in second or third week in February most of the time. Looks like we have a bunch of roses out there. We'll be presenting that to the seniors. And again, I believe we're honoring our track athletes, our cheerleaders. Not sure who else, but we'll find out here shortly. We'll go to Mr. Elias here, our athletic director.
Good evening and welcome to Nokomis Regional High. At this time, we'd like to take a moment to recognize our senior indoor track athletes and girls basketball players. Could we please have the families of all senior athletes make their way to the end line underneath the main scoreboard? Seniors, thank you for your continued dedication and contributions to our Nokomis athletic programs. We also understand the time and commitment necessary by the families of these students. On behalf of Nokomis, thank you for your continued support throughout the years. I'm going to start by introducing our Nokomis indoor track seniors. Competing in the shot put, 55-meter, and the 4x2 relay, Haley Reynolds, accompanied by Carrie Lynn. Competing in the 200, the 400, and the 4x2 relay, Kaylin Vandeventer, accompanied by Joe, Lori, and Oren.
Actually, Oren is upstairs here with me running camera. So he won't be down there for the picture.
Competing in the 55-meter, 200, and 4x2 relay, Alexa Brand, accompanied by Matthew, Crystal, and family. Competing in the 55, the 200, and the 4x2, Kirsten Condon, accompanied by Susan and Will.
Kirsten, one of our two sport athletes here in the winter.
And competing in the long jump, shot put, and 55-meter hurdle, Danny Dobiasheva, accompanied by Dean and Lisa Neal.
Danny, an exchange student here at Nokomis.
Thank you to our indoor track team, and good luck tomorrow as you compete in the KVAC Championship at Bowdoin College at 7:15 p.m. And now for our senior girls basketball players.
All right.
Alexa Brand, accompanied by Matt, Crystal, and family. Jaden Ireland, accompanied by Chris, Lori, and Elena.
So Alexa and Jaden, also two of my golfers. Go Golfers. A lot of these athletes here at Nokomis.
Kirsten Condon,
Play
accompanied
multiple
by
sports.
Will and Sue Condon.
Again, Kirsten, a winter sport athlete. She does indoor track and basketball.
Danica Migliori, accompanied by Jennifer and Andy.
Just make sure you pan up a little bit when you go in there, okay? You loosen that up so you can kind of move it the way you. Danica Migliori.
Alaya Drummond, accompanied by Casey, Nick, and family.
Elia Drummond. There's the Miglioris.
Ariana Turner, accompanied by Amanda, Bob, and family.
Ariana, another multi-sport athlete, good field hockey player. There's Aaliyah Drummond and her family, Aliyah.
And finally, Addison Hawthorne, accompanied by Liz, Adam, Maddox, Mason, and family.
And Addie Hawthorne, last senior here.
Thank you to our seniors and their families, and good luck in your final home game.
A lot of these athletes are state champions from softball season. Addie Hawthorne being one. Kirsten Condon. I believe that might be it for softball champs, but defending state champs going into this year. There's the Hawthorns. Good looking group there, all smiling for their senior. And now we start warm-ups again.
So a special recognition to, I guess it's worthwhile saying that we want to thank Skowhegan for their time that they spent watching this ceremony. And they do have one senior, Allie Fry. So a special congratulations to her, as this is in fact the last game of the regular season.
It's hard to believe. We were just talking about that. 18 games, 17 games, with this being the 18th. And, yeah, it's always it's a long season. Winter sports are a long season. Definitely the longest of all the sports seasons, I believe. You start around Thanksgiving time and you end in February, sometimes at the end of February. And if you're lucky enough to make a state game, you're playing in March.
Yeah,
so, it's a big commitment for all these kids.
It's a long, grueling grind.
It is.
It really is.
It really is. But it also helps winter go by a little faster.
Yeah, and, each one of these winter sports athletes have to give up their breaks too.
Yes.
The Thanksgiving break. So you already had that. You had tryouts the week before Thanksgiving break. Then your Christmas break, you're back to practice. So families have to make sacrifices to allow their athletes to honor their commitment and not take off on vacation.
Yep.
And then the tournament comes, or in the case of with the sport that I coach, indoor track, KVA season states happen during that time.
Yeah.
So every winter sport has its grind. We've got a couple of so some of our athletes play with Hamden Academy on a combined ice hockey team.
Yes.
Which is pretty competitive this year, and they're gearing up for playoffs.
Yep.
And we got a couple of kids that are on the swim team. So and they combine with Messalonsky and commute to Waterville.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's a huge commitment, and it's great that we were able to offer those sports to our athletes, and it's part of what makes Nokomis great.
It really is. The well-roundedness of the student body here is absolutely amazing. So many of these student athletes that we have here at Nokomis are, either two-sport athletes, but it's not just the sports. They're involved in some sort of fine arts from the band or the vocal jazz contemporary that we've got that's singing the national anthem tonight.
Yeah, it's very impressive. Music is huge, and the fine arts are huge here at Nokomis. We have two outstanding educators who really get the kids involved, Dean and Lisa Neal, who just, I can't say enough good things about them. They just get the kids involved, and this is another example here. We got the choir getting ready to sing the national anthem, and it's a great atmosphere here at Nokomis.
Yeah, I'm so glad to see you. I believe it's the jazz contemporary group that's here getting ready to sing the national anthem this evening. I got out of that duty.
Yeah.
Early in the season, Mr. Elias says, I'd always take an anthem singer. I know you're a singer. You want to sing? And I said, well, the only game I'd really do it in would be either the Skowhegan game or the Lawrence game, because I went to high school in Lawrence, and I coached with Coach LeBlanc at Skowhegan for a couple of seasons, and then I'm like, oh, this is so wonderful that our jazz group is here tonight, because they're going to do such a much better job than I ever could.
Yeah, no, this is going to be great. Looking forward to this, and also our own Lucas Hennessy.
Lucas Hennessy is not only our PA announcer, but I believe he's in the contemporary jazz group.
Yeah. So they're getting ready here. I don't know if they're going to do the starters first or...
Well, the band has a hard time cutting out sometimes.
I'm assuming they're going to maybe do starters first. Don't know that for sure.
It looks like they are lined up. They're lined up looking like they are going to do starters.
Okay.
I would assume.
First.
Good evening and welcome to Nokomis Regional Hive. Thank you. Good evening and welcome to Nokomis Regional High for today's regular season matchup between the visiting Riverhawks of Skowhegan Area High School and your Nokomis Warriors! We hope you enjoy today's game, support these athletes, coaches, and officials in a positive manner. Now, let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the Riverhawks, a junior, number 15, Lydia Jones. A freshman, number 23, Lainey Wentworth. A senior, number 32, Allie Frey. A junior, number 33, Lauren Moore.
I believe that's Allie Fry.
And a junior, number 42, Natalie Cook. The Riverhawks are coached by Mike LeBlanc and assisted by Scott Dunbar and Lee Johnston. And now, get on your feet and make some noise for your Nokomis Warriors! A senior, number 1, Kirsten Condon. A senior, number 12, Danica Migliori. A senior, number 13, Elia Drummond. A senior, number 22, Ariana Turner. And a senior, number 44, Addison Hawthorne. The Warriors are coached by Kyle Peavy and assisted by Sarah Murray, Kate Rush, and April McAlpine. The officials for tonight's game are George Johnston, Sean Cunningham, and Jacob McRae. And the athletic trainer is Bob Kreider, assisted by Amelia Sharamataro. At this time, would you all please rise and join us in honoring America with the singing of our national anthem by Nokomis' vocal jazz group, Vision.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
What a fantastic job that was.
Told you, so much better than I could ever do.
Well, the power of the people, right?
Those are and those are my people, right?
Those are your
there.
people.
Yeah.
My people, too.
They are. I, as a teacher here at the school, I'm incredibly proud of that. Right, that was amazing.
Well, the other thing is, it just shows how well-rounded our kids are here at Nokomis. And I'm glad that the music program is still strong here.
Yeah. Well, we're getting ready for basketball. All right, Skowhegan. So I mean, I don't know if did you talk anything about the seedings here?
We did
Matt?
talk about seedings. Yep. I mentioned that looks like we're locked in that 8 spot.
Yeah.
And this game really does not mean anything standings-wise, but it'll be a good momentum thing for the teams to to get a win headed into the tournament. So both these teams are very competitive. So
both these teams are locked into the seed that they're in right now. It's this is a battle of Route 2 that really means actually a little bit more than what you might think. It doesn't have any impact on what the standings will dictate for the tournament that's upcoming. But Nokomis really wants to avenge the loss that they had earlier in the year up at Skowhegan.
Yeah, 2-point game, 51-49 on January 4th. So should be a good contest here tonight.
Right out playing zone here, the Warriors. This is a little different look. It looks like an odd front zone here coming at them. A little 1-2-2. Moore tips it down into Cook. Wentworth with the shot. That one misses everything. Condon with the rebound. Good defensive set there for the Warriors. Early going. Migliori with the basketball. Dribbling and kicking. Gets it back out to Condon. Kept alive there. Condon has it now over to Hawthorne. Hawthorne looks. Gets it to Migliori. Danica, senior, playing her last home game here. All 5 of the starters for Nokomis are seniors. That one was passed away errantly as King comes into the game for Turner.
All right, I got many hats tonight, Mr. Hunt. I'm trying to direct. I'm going to try to get points.
Well, I'll get you covered here on the
Okay.
game. I'll holler at you here as we go.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Here's Fry with the basketball, looking at it. Surveys the defense. Nice job in that zone. Migliori almost tipped that one away. Last touch by her as Bradstreet comes into the game for Condon. Matching up now, player to player. Cook with the inbound pass. All right, that one's tipped away. Nice job by King to tip that and poke it away. Cook doesn't come to the ball. Turnover as Bradstreet has the basketball here, looking to go to work. Hawthorne with it. Now gets it to King. King from deep, way outside. That one doesn't go as Wentworth comes down with a rebound. Surveys, looks, gets it to Cook. Jump stop over to Jones. Jones almost travels. Gets it down to the short corner to Wentworth. Back around the horn it goes. Moore with the basketball. Jonesy has it here. One dribble, gets it to Fry. Fry is the player to watch here for scoring for the Riverhawks. Inside out, nice ball movement here by the Riverhawks early. Moore has it. Looks a dribble, backdoor cut for Fry. Little late on the pass. Last going to be touched by Skowhegan. Going to be a Warrior basketball. Skowhegan going to pick up here in the full court here. They've shown a couple of traps. This one looks like it's going to be a 2-2-1. This one looks like the Warriors were right ready for their trap. As Herrick checks in for Skowhegan. Dead balls and made baskets, typically Skowhegan picks up in some form of full court situation. Inbound pass, Migliori gets her own rebound. Kicked it back out. That's going to be backcourt.
It's been a thing for the Nokomis Warriors this year, taking care of the ball, right? When they play well, they take care of the ball well. When they don't play well, they don't take care of the ball well. So we'll see. Hopefully that's just going to be an anomaly here early in this game.
Turnovers in the defensive glass have been the Achilles heel for the Warriors this year. Here's Fry with the basketball. Looks to penetrate. Pitches. Gets it to Jones. Jones dragged her pivot foot. No call. Moore has it here. Gets it to hand off to Herrick. Herrick to Jones. Dribble baseline. Shot up and good. First 2 points of the ball game, and we're a few minutes into this one. Not lighting up the scoreboard here. That last touch by Skowhegan going to be a Nokomis ball underneath.
Who scored that last bucket for Skowhegan?
Jones.
Jones. Okay.
Inbound here, Bradstreet looking to get it in. Does. Cook steals it away and gets it to Herrick. Herrick, a freshman, will shoot it. There's Bradstreet, ties it up. That's going to be a Nokomis ball on the alternating possession. Good wherewithal, freshman to freshman there. They'll see a lot of each other through the years. That is if the realignment doesn't happen. Boy, oh boy, I just heard about that from some of the Skowhegan coaching staffs. As far as enrollment and realignment's concerned, Skowhegan may have to play next year in Double-A.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That'd be big change there.
They're having a hard time competitively in basketball in A. And see what happens in Double-A. Ooh, here's Migliori. That one's tipped away by Cook, picked up by Herrick. Now Jones has it. Can you imagine that bus ride late nights?
No, those Southern Maine schools, that would be quite a
Tuesday night at Oxford Hills.
Yeah.
Oh. Fry with the basketball here, being guarded by Drummond. Dribble handoff to Moore. Herrick lets it fly and splash. She will let it go.
freshman.
Yep. Her mother played at Dirigo for the great Gavin Kane. Teaches in the Skowhegan School District. Was a pretty good player in her own right. The gene pool's high in that family. All right, Herrick has the ball here, being guarded by Hawthorne. Surveys the defense here. Player from Nokomis at this point in time. They get out of that zone. Here's Fry. Fry will look to penetrate. She does. Up off the glass and good. Draws a foul on Drummond. And off to a quick start are the Riverhawks here. I'm going to count the hoop. Potentially an 8-0 run here if she makes it as Bollier gets ready to check in.
Well, Skowhegan's got some good young talent. The future does look pretty good here for the girls.
Well, the freshman class in Skowhegan, so there's 2 players that play significant minutes on the Riverhawks squad that, last year as 8th graders, they had an undefeated season.
Wow.
So they beat everybody. Here's Migliori for 3, and she'll drain it. She'll answer. Nice shot there by Danica. As Moore has it, being guarded by Bradstreet. Might have just rolled an ankle. That looks like she's okay. Trying to dribble handoff. Nice ball pressure there. Here's Cook. Spins up off the window and good. Nice move there by Cook. Natalie's a junior. Here's Beaulieu with it. Gets it. Oh, wide open is Drummond. Oh, didn't need the power dribble. Just went up with that. She should have scored that one. Great look there by Migliori to find her. It's going to stay in Nokomis ball. Jones checks out for the Riverhawks. Bradstreet, one-hand runner. That's no good. Cook with a rebound. Fry has it and attacking. Forces one to Moore, but she's able to control it. Put it up off the glass and in. 11-3, Skowhegan.
Balanced scoring for Nokomis for Skowhegan is 5 players have scored for Skowhegan.
Playing together as a team. I call Skowhegan the upset special of the tournament. They have been playing together team basketball for the later part of the season, and it's really starting to show with what's happening here tonight. Coach Peavy wants to take a timeout.
Yeah, why don't we look at some of our sponsors here at Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. DT Lawn Care, great quality and competitive prices, 270-0342. D.A. Gould and Grandsons Excavation, 938-2578, over 40 years experience and certified. Casa Cattle, 249-2191 in Corinna, Maine. Clark's Truck Repair, Fleet Services, Welding, Sand and Gravel, Site Work, and Trucking, 368-4766. And, of course, Sebascook Valley Federal Credit Union in Newport and Pittsfield, Newport number 368-4940, and Pittsfield 487-5576. Thank you so much for being sponsors here at Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting, and provides us with new equipment and allows us to do things here with technology, and we're happy to have them on board.
Yeah, I always love all of our sponsors there. Thank you for your sponsorship. Here's a trap as King tries to dribble through it. Going to draw a foul. I'm going to say that was a reach. Picking up in that zone trap was Skowhegan right out of the timeout. Hawthorne with the basketball here, being guarded by Fry. Looks to get a screen, goes underneath. Kicked back out, King, back to Hawthorne. Hawthorne thought about taking a shot. He has that blocked by Fry. Drummond checks out, Bradstreet checks in. It's going to be a Nokomis basketball underneath. King splits the defenders and goes up and in, up off the glass on the inbound play.
Easy bucket there.
Easy bucket there, yes. Herrick with it now. Gets it to Fry. Fry thought about a three, puts it on the deck. Looks at it, gets it to Jones. Jones over to Herrick. Herrick being guarded by Migliori. Nice ball pressure there by Danica. Molly has it here. Kicks it back out, gets it over to Wentworth. Molly just checked in the game for the Riverhawks. Herrick with a nice ball fake. Gets it to Fry. Fry will let it fly. That goes off the rim, no good. Rebound collected. Nice defensive glass there by the Warriors. King has it and brings it down. Crossover dribble trying to penetrate. Gets mugged by Fry, hooping the harm.
Beautiful drive there by Reagan King. Gets the hoop and the harm. Reagan off to a good early start here.
Yeah, Reagan's been very aggressive getting the ball into the paint, penetrate, get the ball inside, off the dribble.
Very talented junior.
Yeah, she misses the free throw. But the lead has been significantly reduced here since that timeout. That one almost taken away. Fry handles an errant pass. Jump shot up, no good. Rebound battled for, and Nokomis comes away with it. Nice job there again on the defensive glass by the Warriors. Dribble handoff to Bradstreet, being guarded by Herrick. She throws one up, doesn't get bailed out. Herrick for three. That one's up, no good. Rebound. Last touch by Skowhegan, going to be a Nokomis basketball.
Nokomis hanging in here almost the exact opposite of the game against Brewer the other night. Nokomis jumped out to a 13-point lead early and then ended up giving it up, unfortunately. And now kind of the reversal here, Nokomis making a comeback.
Yeah, that game, huh?
Yeah, that was a frustrating game for the girls.
I missed that one with the plague, but I'll tell you, I watched it at home. You guys did an excellent job on the broadcast, but boy, oh boy, they let that one slip away.
That was a tough one, yeah.
Yeah. This game would have had different implications if
if Nokomis could have won that one.
Nokomis would have won that one.
Yep.
Under a minute left to go here in the first period. Herrick with the basketball. Kicks it over to Fry. Being pestered by King. Nice ball pressure. Now Jones over to Herrick. Herrick left wide open. She will drain it. Bradstreet over the back. Going to be a push in the back in the rebounding action. Nice to see the aggressiveness on the defensive glass, though. Again, it's been one of the Achilles' heels here for the Warriors, and they've been doing a nice job tonight of taking care of the glass. This game reminds me a lot of that Hamden Academy game earlier in the season where Nokomis ended up losing as a buzzer beater.
Yeah, tough one.
Here's Herrick on the screen. The screener left wide open. Misses the layup, though. Migliori picks it up. Nothing in transition. Good wherewithal to stop, pop, and get it out. Bradstreet will drain it. That's set up right there by the dribble penetration and the smart play by Migliori not to take that ball to the rim with no numbers. Herrick has that one overplayed nicely up the line by Migliori. Wentworth's got to come to the ball. That one goes to Fry, looking underneath the Cook. She's sandwiched down there. Good help side defense by Beaulieu. Herrick will let it fly again. She's not afraid to shoot. Cook with a rebound, though. There it is on offensive glass. Skowhegan's really got to be one and done here for Nokomis to get on this. Beaulieu deep for three. That's no good. Pretty nice play to get that baseball pass up and get a shot off here with only tenths of a second that were remaining. It's 15-10 at the end of the first period. Good early indications that we might be in for a contest this evening.
Yeah, we're looking at the crowd right here. Good crowd here on hand at Nokomis for senior night. One of the great things about having girls and boys varsity back to back, people can come and enjoy both games. It doesn't happen anymore. Back in the day, we used to have the varsity games used to be on different days, so parents could go and watch the other teams. But recently, the schedules just haven't. It must be a KVAC thing, I think, and unfortunately, parents and fans don't get to see both teams very often. So it's nice here when we have that opportunity to see both boys and girls varsity teams to play at the same night.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things when you really break down the schedule and you look at the way that is compiled. The athletic directors do all get together and comprise this thing, but there's a couple of schools that looks like when this year's schedule came out, they had a little bit more of an advantage than others.
Yeah. Well, we're very lucky having a great athletic director in Simon Elias here at Nokomis. He's done a fantastic job.
He does an amazing job. Fry for three. That one's deep and misses everything. Rebound comes down to Herrick, and we're going to get a foul there, I guess.
See, I just don't agree with that. Both girls going for it.
Either don't blow your whistle or call a jump ball.
Yeah. But he's got a different angle than we do from up here, doesn't he?
He absolutely does. And that very well could be a difference here. We've got two more senior officials that are on this crew, this three-man crew tonight, and one not as veteran of an official. And I think that's the type of call that comes with a little bit more time.
Kind of interesting. We don't get three officials very often. Tonight we do have three officials.
Yeah. That one up no good. Get a tie up underneath there. Cook and Migliori got into it there a little bit. Hawthorne has the ball. She puts it up. That one's partially blocked by Fry. Moore on fast break. Hesitation dribble, cut off there. Gets it back to Fry. She'll get in the lane, jump shot.
Oh.
Has a wide open Cook, but she wasn't ready. Cook's a little frustrated with looking for calls instead of catching the ball.
Yeah, came in there pretty quick, and you had to been.
Oh yeah, you had to have your hands ready.
Had to have your hands ready on that one.
Yeah. Here's Herrick with it. She penetrates. Short jump shot is up and good. Good little penetrating pitch there. Bradstreet with it, looking for a ball screen. Herrick jumps to the ball. Gets over top of the screen. Hawthorne with it now. Cross court pass to Bradstreet. She dribbles, cut off, gets it back to Condon. Over to Migliori. Nice ball movement here for the Warriors. Up off the glass, no good there for Migliori. Rebound by Wentworth, but then Bradstreet's right there to poke it away from Moore. And Skowhegan was a little bit too much of a hurry to get the ball up the floor. Bradstreet, mid-range jumper, that's pretty nice. Crossover right into the jump shot. That was pretty. She has all the tools to be a very, very good one. Here's Moore, goes right by Bradstreet as she gave up the baseline. No help on the backside as she's easily able to get to the glass.
Moore did a great job using her body there to kind of protect that ball and get the ball up and in.
Yeah. Lots of high levels of protectionism going on here by the Riverhawks to protect the paint. Not a lot trying to deny penetration into the paint. This game may get a little bit more physical here as we continue to play on. Hasn't necessarily been a whole lot of calls made. Maybe things will start getting tightened up here a little bit. Here's Condon, gets the ball in, gets to Migliori. She has it, being guarded by Wentworth. Cross court, that one's going to be taken away. Cook gets it to Fry. Fry on a crossover, kicks it back out to Moore. Moore to Cook. Cook had a wide open jump shot, gave it up. Now back to Herrick. They're just letting Herrick shoot. Gets it over to Wentworth. Player control on Moore. Nice wherewithal by Bradstreet. Have body control. Bollier checks in here for the Warriors. Bradstreet with the basketball. 19-12 the score. Now gets it to Condon. Condon looking. Gets it to Bradstreet. Bradstreet inside out. Backside dribble. Round the horn back to Condon. Couldn't quite handle that pass. Was able to collect it, but she stepped out of bounds. Turnover.
Another turnover. Turnovers kill in basketball, especially those ones that you don't need to do. Some good passing and making sure that your person receiving the ball is ready for it.
Yeah. Double screen there from Moore, and she travels. Not a 2-foot jump stop. They set a double screen there for her to be able to try to get some penetration. Didn't use the screen at all. Here's Bradstreet with the basketball looking. Being guarded by Herrick. Nice spin dribble. That's a hook.
Oh.
That's a good call. I saw her from up here. She did hook. It was light, but she did hook. Her offhand hooked the defender. Here's Moore. Moore has it. Gets it to Wentworth. That's going to be a travel. Yeah, I told you, this three-man crew is going to start tightening things up here a little bit. We have had a lot of whistles here in the last couple of minutes since the players started to get a little bit aggressive and a little vocal here on the floor. It's the maturation of a game. Once you start to see some of that aggressive behavior, referees recognize it really easily. Here's Drummond with it, gets it back out. Bradstreet wide open, drains it. Can't leave her that open.
No. I love that inside-out game.
Fry. Anybody got a stick? Mr. Elias can jump that. I know he can. He had the hops at one time. We found another basketball.
You gotta get that basketball out there. Oh yeah, okay. So they let the player do it. Yeah, okay.
Good job, ref. Nice work.
They typically will do that.
The referee.
I'll have the player do it.
Yeah,
usually.
Yeah. Well, there. All right, it's going to be a Nokomis basketball after it's been wedged into the rim. Bradstreet, jump shot. Drum stop, gets it over to Beaulieu. Beaulieu missed everything. Cook with the rebound. Close game, 19-15 here with 3 minutes 45 seconds remaining in the half. Wentworth with a jump shot. She'll miss. Laney usually pretty good from out there. Bradstreet gets a handoff to Migliori. Migliori from downtown.
The second three of the night.
Nice shot there. Here's Herrick, hesitation dribble, looks to penetrate. Now to Moore. Over to Cook. Cook back to Herrick. Back to Moore. Moore penetrates. Nice job shutting that off by Migliori. Danica's come to play tonight. Somebody's got to come get it. She gave up her dribble. Gets it to Bradstreet. Beaulieu. Baseline penetration. One-hand runner, no good. Liscombe there with a rebound. That's no good. Kicks it back out. Bradstreet for three. Bounce off the back of the glass, no good. Fry in a hurry down the floor. Stops, pops, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up off the glass, and good. When Allie Fry wants to play in the paint, she can dominate a game. Her game typically tends to be on the outside perimeter, trying to take the ball to the rim on a first step. But when she decides she wants to be a post player, she is a load to handle. This Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting game is our major sponsor is Newport Glass.
Yeah, Newport Glass. In fact, let's bring that up right here. Newport Glass, our major sponsor here at Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. Thanks for being our main sponsor. Our Newport Glass player of the game will be picked at the end of this game and the end of the boys' game. 368-5698 for all your glass needs, auto, commercial, and residential. Thank you so much, Newport Glass, for being an NWB sponsor.
We've got quite the contest going on here. 21-18 with 2 minutes 41 seconds remaining in the half. At this point, it's anybody's ball game. Very balanced scoring for Skowhegan, and likewise, well, Bradstreet has shouldered the load so far for the Warriors with 8, and then Migliori's got a couple of threes for 6. So we've got a few of our usual suspects in the scoring column here for the Warriors. Bradstreet, hesitation dribble, penetrate pitch, gets it to Drummond. Drummond was all set up, and yes, Sebastian Valley Credit Union's bank is open. They are a credit union, not a bank. But anyways, thank you for your sponsorship. Here's Herrick with the basketball. Gets it to Wentworth. Laney over to Herrick. Herrick being pestered by Bradstreet. Gets it to Jones. Jones gets a great screen over to Wentworth. Patient with the basketball here are the Riverhawks. Looking to get the ball in a touchdown to Cook. They finally do, but defense collapses nicely. Inside out to Fry, and she knocks it down. Here's a zone, 2-2-1 zone trap. This is a half-court trap, easily broken there by the Warriors. Migliori for three. Oh, she heat check. Here's Fry off and running here, being guarded by King. Turnaround jump shot. She misses everything there. After I boast her up about how well she does in the paint, and misses a jump shot. Here's Herrick with the basketball. Bounce pass to bounce pass to Laney, but that one slapped away easily there by King. Did you get a foul on Wentworth, or was it out of bounds? I guess they're going to say that was out of bounds. Liscombe checks in for King. She's hobbled and goes to the bench. 2-2-1 press here for Skowhegan. Throwing over the top. Almost trapped, but not cut off on the sideline. Migliori has it, had Drummond on the backside. Bradstreet for three, all set up. Oh, everything but the bucket, hit every part of the rim. Beaulieu gets it. Nice job by Liscombe controlling the offensive glass there. Second chance opportunity as Migliori lets it fly. That one no good. Rebounded by Wentworth. Herrick with the basketball. Crossover and looking. Dribble handoff to Fry. Fry up off the glass, no good, but collected on the backside was Cook. Drummond forgot to box out. Easy bucket there on a second chance opportunity. Coach Peavy's going to tell Bradstreet to slow down here a little bit. We're going to hold for one shot. 6-point lead for the Riverhawks, 20-26. As we come down to the last seconds of the first half, Bradstreet has it. Looks to penetrate. Cut off. Stolen by Herrick. Picture pocket clean. Bounce pass to Wentworth. Wentworth blocked from behind by Beaulieu. What a great block there. 0.2 of a second remaining in the half. 0.2 of a second. Like that shot's going off.
Shouldn't be. I think you need 0.3 to make it count.
I think so too. Meh.
Yeah.
Well, no shot there. 26-20 is our score at halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back for a little bit here with some halftime statistics and some things to tell you about as we preview the boys' upcoming game and talk about what the matchups look like down in Augusta coming up during tournament week. Thanks for watching Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. That's the first half of the girls' basketball game here. Skowhegan versus Nokomis. We'll be back with second half action just after this.
Before we get back to the game, we'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors of Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. D.A. Gould and Grandsons Excavation, over 40 years experience and certified. 557 Todd's Corner Road in St. Albans. 207-938-2578. Casa Cattle, 151 Nokomis Road in Corinna. 207-249-2191. Clark's LLC, 607 Elm Street in Newport. 207-368-4766. DT Lawn Care, 158 Libby Hill Road in Newport. 207-270-0342.
Sebasticook Valley Federal Credit Union, with offices at 505 Somerset Avenue in Pittsfield and 87 Moosehead Trail in Newport. 207-487-5576 and 207-368-4940. Bowman Constructors, 552 Moosehead Trail in Newport. 207-368-2405. A.E. Robinson, 60 Newport Road in Corinna. 207-278-4626. Gilman Electrical Supply, 80 Moosehead Trail in Newport. 207-368-2230. Fogbrook Resort and Foggy's Pub, 147 Lang Hill Road in Palmyra. 207-355-5515. Come, sit, stay. And our player of the game sponsor, Newport Glass, 162 Elm Street in Newport. 207-368-5698. Thank you to all of our sponsors of Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. Now, let's get back to the game. Before we get back to the game, we'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors of Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. D.A. Gould and Grandsons Excavation, over 40 years experience and certified. 557 Todd's Corner Road in St. Albans. 207-938-2578. Casa Cattle, 151 Nokomis Road in Corinna. 207-249-2191. Clark's LLC, 607 Elm Street in Newport. 207-368-4766. DT Lawn Care, 158 Libby Hill Road in Newport. 207-270-0342. Sebasticook Valley Federal Credit Union, with offices at 505 Somerset Avenue in Pittsfield and 87 Moosehead Trail in Newport. 207-487-5576 and 207-368-4940. Bowman Constructors, 552 Moosehead Trail in Newport. 207-368-2405. A.E. Robinson, 60 Newport Road in Corinna. 207-278-4626. Gilman Electrical Supply, 80 Moosehead Trail in Newport. 207-368-2230. Fogbrook Resort and Foggy's Pub, 147 Lang Hill Road in Palmyra. 207-355-5515. Come, sit, stay. And our player of the game sponsor, Newport Glass, 162 Elm Street in Newport. 207-368-5698. Thank you to all of our sponsors of Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. Now, let's get back to the game.
All right, we're back here in Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. The Skowhegan Riverhawks with a 26-20 lead over the Nokomis Warriors. And some stats here for Skowhegan. Lydia Herrick was 7. Allie Fry was 7. Natalie Cook was 6. And Lauren Moore with 4. And Lydia Jones with 2 for Skowhegan's 26. Nokomis led by Reagan King with 4. Danica Migliori with 6. Abby Bradstreet with 8. And Elia Drummond with 2 for their 20. So good balanced scoring there, especially from Skowhegan, as they had 6 players score for them. And but great game here, only 6-point game. Nokomis right in this one, and they've been in. I say that, Josh, but they've been in just about every one of their games.
Yeah, this year with the exception of maybe Lawrence.
Yeah, and they hung with Lawrence there for a little while too.
Yeah,
And
they really did. At Lawrence, they really hung with
yes, they did.
them. And that was very early in this season when a lot of belief was high and spirits were up, and the illness and injuries that kind of also hurt this team hadn't come yet. They played really great in Folsom Gym for the first half, so there's some interesting things as we preview the tournament, because that's who Nokomis gets.
Yeah.
Well, but before we get there, let's get back to action that's on the floor, that's in front of us here, as Moore has the ball. Skowhegan with it coming out of the half. And in most cases here, we're looking for the team that puts the first run that happens in the third period usually is the team that will win the game. There's Fry, deep three there. Lined up, feet set, lets it go. 3-point opportunity is good for her, as Nokomis has it here.
She's a scorer, isn't she?
She really is. Migliori, nice job taking the ball to the rack, draws a foul. Yeah, she's scary.
Yeah, she could. I could tell that she could get really hot, and
Yeah,
I bet she can. She has stretches where she
is the basket. The basket's about the size of a tire,
Yeah,
like a tractor tire.
yeah.
Skowhegan, preview of attractions. Both free throws are made there by Migliori. They look to have a matchup against Coney.
That should be a good one.
It should be a good one. Here's Fry being guarded by Drummond. I think one of the deterrents that may happen for Skowhegan is Coney puts on a lot of ball pressure. There's Cook, draws a foul on King as King's hobbling again.
Yeah. Well, Reagan's dealt with knee issues and ankle issues, and it comes and goes. And she's had some stretches where she hasn't been able to play this year, so it looks like she might be
He was looking to
hurting a little bit right now.
She was looking to Coach Peavy for a sub, but I don't think he saw it. Here it is. Free throw is made. Bliscombe checks in.
Very frustrating for an athlete to be able for having to go through some of that stuff.
Yeah, when you want to play at a high level, but your body doesn't allow it.
Yeah.
And you know that you can play
Yeah.
at that level.
Yep.
That's the other part. Everybody has the want to, but not always the ability. Hawthorne Migliori gets it to Drummond. Drummond gets it over to Bradstreet. Bradstreet baseline jumper. That's no good. Oh, Mackenzie Linscomb was there in the rebounding action. Last touch by Jones. Ball out of bounds here. 8-point lead for the Riverhawks. Bradstreet to inbound, looking to get it in. There really wasn't anybody open. Luckily, Fry couldn't handle the pass that she stole. This is a read and react type of run inbound play. Hawthorne with it here. Gets it to Bradstreet. Bradstreet inside out. Skip past to Hawthorne, who's open for three. She will make it from out there. Last touch by Jones, out of bounds.
Yeah, good looking shot there. She was squared up.
Just
didn't go in.
You know, Coach Gary Fifield, longtime women's coach, national champion at USM, calls out of bounds plays, and he learned it from Gino Ariyama. I listened to him in a clinic one time. He calls out of bounds plays underneath your bucket, easy 2 points, because it's all about execution.
Yep.
Here's Hawthorne out on the perimeter. Drummond out of Bradstreet. Gets a screen. Bunched up as Wentworth steals that one away. That layup's no good. Rebound fought for as Hawthorne rips it away. It's going to be a Warriors basketball on the arrow. And a timeout, Coach Peavy. We're going to have a 30. So we got ourselves an 8-point game here. A couple of minutes have expired in the third period. No real assembly of a run. Only a few points have been scored here so far. So talking about some things, Coach Brown, what do you think we're looking at here?
Well, Nokomis is doing a lot of dribbling right now. I'd like to see that ball moved around the perimeter with passes, you know, and it seems like when you can move that ball around the perimeter with passes, it gets the offensive moving, it gets the defense working. Too much dribbling, allows easy defense by the other team.
Yeah, Nokomis is spaced well offensively.
Yeah. I'd just like to see a little bit better crisp passing around the perimeter and maybe create a little bit better offense.
Herrick's knuckleball doesn't find the catcher's mitt. That one off the front of the rim. Wrapped up there by Hawthorne. Gets it over to Migliori. Now over to Hawthorne. Hawthorne will shoot a knuckleball. That had no rotation on it. Hit the front of the rim as well. Back and forth seaside affair, matching each other's options as Herrick has it. Gets it over to Fry. Fry to Moore. Around the perimeter it goes. Wentworth looks to get a screen. Not really much of one. Herrick thought about a three, but her ball fake didn't put the ball on the floor, rip it through low. Referees watch the basketball and they watch the feet. If you show them both at the same time and you rip it through, chances are it won't be a travel. That one right there was a textbook referee travel. Gets it down to Migliori. Migliori goes baseline. Being pestered by Moore. Good ball pressure by her. Here's King. King back into the game, testing that tension on her knee. Now gets it back. Kicks it back out to Migliori. Now back to King. King will let it fly from deep. That's going to be front rim no good. Rebound collected by the Riverhawks up ahead to Fry. It goes. She misses the layup. Moore with it. Now to Herrick. Herrick penetrates in the paint. Now to Cook. Over to Fry. Fry lets it go. That ball out of bounds. Going to be a Warriors basketball. That one was a little bit rushed by Allie Fry. She will let it fly, but has to have the wherewithal and be set. Bradstreet with the basketball. That one gets tapped away by Herrick, sitting on the crossover. You can tell that those two have played each other before. That one tipped away. Hawthorne was able to grab it. That foul's going to go on Cook.
Nokomis needs to take advantage of these
Yeah,
dead ball situations and
free throws.
make your free throws and can get right back in this one.
Absolutely.
We've only scored 2 points here at the first half. Third quarter.
The first one up and good there.
Addie's first point of the game.
This is that one. Liscombe almost kept that one alive. Wentworth to Moore. Skowhegan basketball. Riverhawks bring it up here. Looking at a zone. That one taken away. Nice job switching up the defense there. Liscombe. Almost had it. Herrick now controls it. Little bit of poor execution by both teams at this kind of stature. They're kind of feeling each other out.
Yep. Kind of representative of their 7th and 8th seeds.
It kind of really is.
They have stretches where they look good, and then they have a lot of stretches where they look bad. But if either one of these teams gets hot, they could knock off a team or two.
Yeah,
who knows?
Yeah, you had Cook down there gets the ball on the block, and Coach LeBlanc says, we'll try the up fake. If you're not getting the call, and you haven't been getting the call, well, you've got to initiate the contact by ball faking first. Yeah, it's the right way.
This is as quiet as I've seen Coach LeBlanc in a long time.
Well, it's a young team for him. He's been trying the he's been trying the Zen tactic, I think, this season. Usually very vocal.
Yeah.
Bradstreet for 3. That one's good. Moore with it. Gives it to Fry. Fry was wide open. Why didn't she let it go? Squared up and set. This is a very good 1-3-1 zone so that Nokomis is showing right now.
Yeah, I think Coach LeBlanc is ready to talk about this 1-3-1 zone.
I think we're going to hear him now.
Let's talk about some more sponsors here while we have a chance. Fog Brook Resort and Foggy's Pub. Palmyra, Maine, 355-5515. Bowman Constructors, 368-2405, your commercial building solution. Gilman Electrical Supply in Newport, 207-368-4306. And then A.E. Robinson in Corona, 278-4626. All of some of our fantastic sponsors here at Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. Again, thank you very much for your support.
So that's going to be a Skowhegan basketball coming out of the timeout, talking about that odd front zone. Wentworth to inbound it, gets it right to Fry, blocked from behind by Bradstreet, and then couldn't handle it.
Those are the frustrating ones right there.
Yeah, really.
Opportunity for Nokomis to cut this lead to 2 or 1.
Yeah.
And just kind of gave it up.
4-point game here. Cook with it. Back around Moore now. Gets it to Herrick. Herrick has it back now. Moving the ball crisply. Skowhegan doing things on the pass. This is why they took the timeout.
This is what I'd like to see Nokomis do.
There's Herrick from deep. Good rebound by Liscombe. King. Pull-up jumper, no good. Nice rebound by Liscombe. Kicks it back out to King. Over to Migliori for 3. Oh, God. Wanted that one to go down. I was even oohing and ahhing.
Been so impressed with the freshman Liscombe. She's really played some good minutes here late in the season here for the Warriors.
Her growth has been tremendous.
Yeah, I think her future is very bright.
Yes. Great job by Danica Migliori in the middle of that zone. Denying Cook the basketball. Nobody's on the short corner or is cutting on the weak side here for Skowhegan, and they're just flat out denying. So the air is kind of getting taken out of the ball as Wentworth has it down on the baseline. Now, if that baseline cutter cuts now, that's the movement that needs to happen, but they've got to recognize it. And that's the frustration thing. That's the frustrating thing about a young team. And both teams are reliant on some younger players here to make those types of recognizations. Wow, I'm making up George Bush words here. What? Oof. Herrick travels. Just got to rip it through. Recognizations. I made up some words before. That's something. Hawthorne with the basketball here. Gets it to Beaulieu. Beaulieu now. Herrick tips that one away. Boy. Beaulieu with the basketball. Gets it into Hawthorne. Surveying the defense. Player to player here for Skowhegan. Ball side basket line. Sinking in here. Here's Hawthorne for three. That's good! That's good! 1 point game. 50 seconds remaining in the period. 1-3-1 zone being flashed here again. Here's Fry. Fry thinks about it. Kicks it back around. 4 out, 1 in on the perimeter as Herrick lets it fly. She misses it. Cook with a nice offensive glass. Gets it to Fry. That one's good! Anything you can do, I can do better. Anything I can do better than you. Woo, boy. Back and forth, trading punches here. Beaulieu on the baseline. Nice little jump shot. Great bounce pass there by King, finding Beaulieu on the baseline. 16 seconds remaining in the third period. Here's Moore, gets it over to Fry. Back to Herrick, now Wentworth with it. She travels. A little quick with it, got to rip the ball through. 8.6 seconds. Nokomis could take the lead here going into the fourth quarter, or at least tie it up. Here's King. Penetrates to the paint, jump stop. That one's swatted away by Fry. Herrick lets it go. No real shot there. And that will end the third period with a 2-point contest. This was a 2-point affair up in Skowhegan earlier in the year. And it's a 2-point contest right now, headed into the fourth quarter. What a game we've got here. And really, as far as the seedings are concerned, the game is meaningless. But it's not meaningless to the players. Not by a long shot. What a wonderful basketball game we've got here on senior night in Nokomis.
Well, I just got some information, and maybe you knew this already. Skowhegan wins tonight.
Yep.
Be Coach Mike LeBlanc's 300th win
This is
for Skowhegan.
This is number 300.
This would be number 300 if they were able to get the win. So
I knew he was painfully close.
So let's go Warriors. Let's not let them get it here. Nokomis.
Yeah, Mike's been.
No, he's done a great job at Skowhegan, and
well, you know, Mike's been a journeyman too. Though Mike won a state title up in Jackman with the Forest Hills squad many moons ago. He's been on a sideline somewhere in the state of Maine for a long time.
Yeah.
Here's Bradstreet for three. Oh,
wide open.
Oh, wide open. How do you leave her that open?
I can't believe she was probably shocked.
Here's Herrick. Herrick with the basketball, gets it over to Fry.
I like the zone look Nokomis is showing.
Yeah. Coney, take notes.
It's definitely slowed them down a lot.
Probably Lawrence too, but Lawrence's transition is just so good.
Yeah. Nokomis doing a good job getting out to the shooters.
And trapping the wings. I like this.
Yeah, no, they're doing it.
I like this a lot. Here's Migliori. Oh, great rebound there by Bradstreet. Puts it up and in. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is tied. That 1-3-1 is causing all kinds of problems. Here's Fry for three. That's no good. Rebound fought for. Got a foul.
Yeah. Tough one.
That is a tough call. Foul on Drummond. Both players are fighting for the basketball.
Yeah, she got a little over the back, but
yeah, I don't know.
it was a good battle between the both of them.
I didn't really see any kind of clear possession there. That's a tough call. Here's Wentworth. Herrick has it here.
Ooh, a little shuffle there.
Yeah. Herrick's been doing that most of the game. She puts up a 3. That's no good. Wentworth with a rebound, puts it up off the glass and good. Laney hasn't really been in the scoring column very
No.
much this game.
First basket of the night.
She's had some stretches this year where she's been the lead scorer for Skowhegan.
Wow.
Whoa, what a shot by Migliori from the baseline. She's dropping 3s tonight. Wentworth with the basketball here. Nokomis with a 1-point lead. Here's Fry for 3. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Bradstreet collects the rebound. We're off and running. Bounce pass to Migliori. Stops, draws a foul. And that's good!
Yes.
Danicon senior night is come to play like a senior.
Wow, what a nice momentum builder going into the playoffs if Nokomis could get this one. They've had a nice comeback here tonight. That zone has really frustrated the Riverhawks.
It really has. Now,
Great crowd here tonight.
here's Migliori's free throw. That's good.
Gym is packed here
Yeah.
in Newport.
Now, from my experience of actually sitting on the Skowhegan bench and sitting there with Coach LeBlanc, there's a travel by Moore. Whenever Coach Johnson, who's his assistant coach and the head softball coach at Skowhegan, whenever he gets the clipboard out, you know there's a significant level of frustration that's going on
Ooh.
the bench. What do we got going
Are we
on?
technical here? We have a warning, maybe. Maybe Coach LeBlanc out of the coach's box there.
LeBlanc got warned. He got seat belted.
Yep. Okay.
He's really not been vocal this evening.
No.
Here's Bradstreet. Skowhegan flashing a little bit of zone of their own
Yeah.
here.
Says, I will take your zone and zone you.
Five minutes, 49 seconds remaining in the contest. Nokomis to inbound. Migliori has it, gets it over to Hawthorne. Hawthorne to Bradstreet. Coach Peavy barking out directions. Ladies, there's no rush. Take your time on this.
Oh, man. Tough one. I think that's something that could be called just about all the time. Maybe let that one go.
You know, there's calling things that impact the game, and there's calling certain fouls that that you're just looking for. You know, did she carry? Yeah, I guess by the letter of the law, yeah, she did. Around the perimeter it goes here for the Riverhawks. Nice cut there by Wentworth. Kicks it out. Oh, Liscombe. Liscombe with a nice job in the wherewithal. Last touch by Fry. Out of bounds it goes. 39-35 the score. Timeout, Skowhegan.
Really some great momentum here for the Warriors. As this one could come right down to the wire here tonight.
Yeah, 5 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in this one. You know, Coach Johnson's in there with the clipboard now. He's showing the girls just exactly what's happening on that 1-3-1. And Coach Peavy is doing kind of the same thing here. He's talking about what things look like with that 2-3 zone. It's pretty unique.
Yeah. Both coaches coaching very hard, and you know, you don't see zone all the time. So it is, I think it's an effective way to show something different and make you think differently, right?
Yeah.
I've always been a big proponent of zone, and not all the time, but it's nice to have that option to throw that in.
I've had a lot of colleagues that I've coached with over the years that aren't big proponents of zone.
Right.
Say that
I don't get it.
they don't love zone, but they understand the principles of how it does affect the game.
Well, if you're active in your zone,
Yeah.
it's almost like a man-to-man, right?
Yeah, it's a matchup zone
Yeah.
is the way to play.
Yeah. But the key is you got to be active.
Yeah.
You got to be moving.
Your hands have got to be out. You
Yep.
can't be overextended. You have to be up the line.
Yep.
Same thing as defensive principles and player-to-player defense. Like your area, your zone is what you've got to make big. And understand how many's in your zone. And offensively, the idea behind the zone is to overload an area. So you've got to make one player guard two.
Yeah.
Pulling it out in a little bit of an open set here.
Don't mind this. Don't mind this.
No. Got the lead. Let the clock go.
Just a notice here. We will, after the conclusion of this game, going offline.
Ooh.
And we will be starting a new stream for the boys' game. So if you're here waiting for the boys' game, we will be going off this stream and going to another one for the boys' game at the conclusion of this one.
So those of you with that Roku TV, you're tuned in on YouTube. You just stay right on our channel, and then the boys' game will come right up on this one right after. But you just got to click that. There's a three-point shot drilled by Herrick. 1-point contest. 4 minutes remaining in the game. You got a good one. Here's King with it. Elbow extended, gets it to Bradstreet. Bradstreet double teamed in the zone area. Now gets it to Drummond. Drummond looks to Liscombe, and she can't handle the pass taken away by Wentworth. Gets it to Herrick. Herrick with her head down here, looking at her dribble. Gets it across over to Moore. Moore with it now, looking over to Wentworth. Wentworth across over to Fry. Fry gets it to Herrick. Herrick looking, surveying, gets it to Wentworth. Wentworth had a three, but gave it up, but Moore thought about it. Gets it over to Fry. That extra pass relates in a three as Skowhegan takes the lead now up by 2, 41-49. We got ourselves a great contest. Now Skowhegan has picked up here a little bit of a back to man. Nokomis has to recognize the change in defense. Backdoor cut there by King. Couldn't quite hit her. Cook tipped that away. Drummond has it in the block, and she dribbles it out from the block. Migliori draws some contact. And a foul. No, a travel.
Comus gotten a little cold here on the offensive end.
Moore with the basketball here, showing that 1-3-1 zone. Fry with it, being guarded. Skowhegan can take the air out of the ball here. No count from the official, now finally a count. Fry with it, pulls it out. Gave up her dribble, that one's dead. Timeout, Coach LeBlanc. Probably pretty good wherewithal. That's not a senior move that you would expect to see when you get in the coffin corner and you give up your dribble when you pull the ball out. Surprising that didn't result in a turnover.
Yeah. Well, Nokomis, how many fouls does Nokomis have right now?
Both teams only have one team foul.
So I would assume Coach Peavy is going to tell our girls to be very aggressive. It's okay if we foul. Try not to foul on the shot to get them to the line because they are going to need to be able to possibly do some fouling here at the end here. I would assume that's what Coach Peavy is telling them.
I think you can still stay in that zone. It's just you got to
just be a little aggressive, a little bit more aggressive.
Gamble.
Yeah.
Gamble a little.
Sure. Time's running out though, 2:22.
Yeah.
So you really, you've got to be very aggressive here. I would think.
Ball goes to the wing, go trap it.
Yep. It's okay if you get the foul call.
Yeah.
And just don't let them shoot it in the act of shooting.
No layups and don't foul a jump shooter.
Yep.
Well, they pick up here player to player.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more aggression here. Here we go.
Got to get up the line. Bradstreet's definitely getting a little bit aggressive there. Fry with it. Got all kinds of fouls you're going to have to give. You got to go get the basketball.
Yeah, some double teaming here maybe.
You got to go get the basketball. Tick, tick, tick. The time is not your friend. Bradstreet understands it, and she does foul, but no call. Migliori gets up. Called already.
Yeah, it's okay, but unfortunately, 35 seconds have gone off the clock now, 1:47.
And it's only the second team foul.
Yep.
That's where that new rule is just not effective. When we get a game like this, it was supposed to be
7 fouls in the half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not anymore.
No. It was supposed to be set to take the aggression out of the game and prevent player injuries. Well, in this case, you've got to attack. Nokomis really isn't doing that yet, though. Drummond needs to go get that ball. Yeah, there we go.
It's okay.
That's what we need.
Almost a minute has gone off, though.
Yeah.
And now you're not leaving yourself a whole lot of time,
No.
even if you get the ball
I mean,
back.
by the time we get to the bonus at this point, it could be a 2-point game if you make the foul shots. And it's a 2-possession game, and then now you've shot yourself in the foot. Like, these fouls have got to be coming now. Foul Wentworth. That's a good foul, not Herrick. Fry with it. Foul Moore. Wow. Here's Cook, gets it out to Moore. Moore is wide open, but she's not shooting.
Good.
Why would they shoot?
No.
Here's
you don't
Herrick.
need to.
Herrick turns it over.
You get that to a guard. Nice. Okay, Nokomis, now you can look for a good shot here.
Coach LeBlanc really wanted a foul there. It was kind of a mugging. Nokomis with the basketball here. Down. That's the
Costly
story.
turnover there.
That's the story. That's the story.
Still one away from the bonus here.
Still one away from the bonus. There's
Okay.
a foul on Bradstreet. 36 seconds remaining in the game. Skowhegan up by 2.
Now I'd like to see everybody right in everyone's face here.
Get up the line.
Don't get burned long.
Fry wide open. Gets it to Moore. Now to Cook. He's strong with the basketball here. Now Herrick gets fouled.
Okay.
Oh, that's the 4th one. Oh, that's a 5th one. They only had 3 up there. Now all of a sudden there's 5. Well, Herrick, freshman, is a pretty good free throw shooter.
Yep.
Didn't really have much of a choice on who you at this point because so much time ticked off the clock.
No, Nokomis now going to have to get a quick bucket here.
Oh, missed it. Rebound goes to Bradstreet. Skowhegan can just foul. Here's King. Gets it back to Bradstreet. Bradstreet's runner goes up. That one's no good. Rebound by Fry. Gets it to Moore. Moore, that's the one you want to foul. If you had a choice.
All right, and these are big foul shots here, and Skowhegan could basically ice this one here with 2 shots to go, 2 possessions for Nokomis. So actually, one's really a big shot here.
Moore makes the first one.
Big foul shot.
That was a big foul shot. Again, folks, don't forget that we will be switching streams, but not channels, so you don't have to go away from our YouTube channel, but you will have to click the boys game. Here's King for 3 from deep, and she drains it.
Okay, quick foul here, timeout, okay.
Whoa, she shot that from Corinna.
44-42, 7.9. Plenty of time here to get a foul.
Steal the inbound.
Well, yeah, steal the inbound, but at worst, make Skowhegan make their 2 foul shots here.
Yeah, we could be headed to bonus basketball.
Don't say that. On senior night. We've got all kinds of stuff going on tonight.
Who needs to go home on a Friday?
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
that's
you
right.
know.
Yeah, we might as well stay as long as possible,
Yeah.
right? Got 118 folks watching at home. Thanks very much for watching Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. We're happy to bring you these games, and these are the games that we love to show right here, these nice close ones. But this has been the story of the Nokomis girls all season. They get close, and then and they just somehow just can't get over the hump. Let's see if they can somehow get this miraculous steal.
Well, I'm sure that there's some careful strategery going on.
Oh,
here.
yes. I'm sure. Sure.
I'm making up words tonight. Why not? All right. Looking to get it in. 1-4 press breaker here. Gets it to Cook. Cook's going to be fouled instantly by Beaulieu.
Okay. All right.
Natalie going to go to the free throw line here.
Natalie, a sophomore?
Junior.
She's a junior. Okay.
Two years ago, had a really great game in the Augusta Civic Center. Had played JV most of the year. This is the first free throw.
Okay. Nokomis is going to have a chance regardless what happens with this one going down.
Missed it. King with it. Stolen away by Herrick. Oh. Nobody at the free throw line. Boxed out the shooter.
Yeah, story of the Nokomis girls season, unfortunately.
Oh, fundamental. Herrick misses the first one. Still a chance here, but 2.3.
It'd be almost better missing this one.
Yeah, it really would be better to miss this one. She does.
Yeah.
King has it. Baseball throw. Three-quarter court shot, no good. Skowhegan comes away with a 2-point victory.
Well, unfortunately, that has been the story, like I said, of the season. We're going to go with tonight. We're going to go with our Newport Glass player of the game, though. We're going to go with Danica Migliori here. Newport Glass, thank you so much for being our sponsor. Newport Glass player of the game. That's Coach LeBlanc's 300th win. Congratulations, Coach LeBlanc, on that. Again, Danica Migliori is going to be our player of the game here. And we will be going off stream right now, and we will be starting the boys stream shortly. So if you'd like to catch the boys game, we will be starting that in a few minutes. Thanks again for joining us. Final here at Skowhegan 42. I say in Skowhegan in Newport. Skowhegan 42 and the Nokomis Warriors 42. And we'll see you in a little bit.